What is up? Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Sally, you're looking gorgeous as ever. What's going on? I see you. And we're just waiting for our other host to hop on here, Miss Jamie. So we still got 2 minutes before we get going. I'm blessed, honored, and excited to just be here to open up the Zoom for the powerhouses that are going to be sharing their hacks, their consistencies, and all of their good that comes with their knowledge and from their experiences. So if you see somebody that's supposed to be on here that's not, definitely say, hey, we do have the chat function down in the bottom. Make sure you use it. This is I'm not quite sure if Sally is doing like a Q&A style there at the end, but definitely drop your questions, your comments. Right now, let's take a poll. Like, where are you watching from? I know Lori's going to type Texas. I know Brenda's going to type Alberta. Gonna comment heaven, such an angel. And let's see, where are we all watching from? NorCal. What up, NorCal? There's Erica in New Jersey, Tiffany in Winchendon, Mass. I see you, Tiff. I see you.
Okay.
So drop it in that chat there. Bay Area. Cool. Where in the Bay Area? Where are you, Sally? I love that.
Hi, Carrie. So born and raised in Bay Area, but we are just south of Bay Area now, about 40 miles in a cute little town called Hollister, California.
Okay. Cool. I love me some Hollisters. That's on the coast, right?
Yeah, we are about 40 minutes from the Monterey Bay, the peninsula. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to go to a music festival up there called Spirit West Coast Monterey.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had one Spirit West Coast Del Mar, and then that's where we started going from.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 1 minute left. So let's get some text messages out. Who on your team is not here and should be here? I see Miss Jamie. She went dark for the winter. I went blonde for the winter. And, and if you haven't colored your hair in the last 2 weeks, you need to get on it. You need to get on it. Where are you, Jamie? Give you some permissions on here. So mute all. And I'm gonna be hanging out. I'm not here to drop any knowledge on you. I'm here to learn just as much as you are. And so we're gonna hear from Jamie and Sally. Who's opening up? Is it Jamie or Sally? Jamie, stop moving your name. I'm trying to make you a co-host. Stop or unmute so you go. Oh, there we go.
Here I am. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Awesome.
Cool. We are recording. We are live, ladies. I'm so excited to learn from you today, and take it away. Let's party.
Awesome. Hi, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this wonderful day. Is it Wednesday? Right? Wednesday? Nod your head if you're here and it's Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. 4 p.m. here on the, I'm unstable already. Look,
hey, Jamie,
hang tight.
Real quick. You've got a little bit of a connection issue going on. It's like you sound like, you ever seen that movie Big Hero 6, whenever the batteries start going down in the robot and he's like, oh, I'm here to serve you.
I do. So I actually just hopped on my cell phone, which
way better.
Yeah, Sally, you're gonna have to help me out while I talk. You're gonna have to show the screen since now
Jamie, you're muted. There we go.
Here I am. Hi, guys. Take 3. Thanks for joining us. So I am Jamie Hill, for those of you who don't know, coming to you live from snowy New Jersey. So we are actually getting our first snow of the year, or the past 2 years, which is exciting. So I did just hop on my cell phone. So Sally's going to have to help me out with showing her phone while I'm talking about anything Instagram. So that's why we are here. We are here today to talk to you guys about Instagram. Hopefully you can pick up a nugget or two about Instagram, the amazing platform that it is, something that you can use to move the bar of your business forward. And we're just really excited. So for those of you who don't have Instagram downloaded yet, make sure you go into your app store and you get that downloaded. So you guys can get that started while we're talking. And we're basically going to go through why it's a great platform, what it can do for your business, how to make a post, how to make a story, and basically everything that you need to be successful to get your Instagram off of the ground. Or if it's already running, maybe you guys can drop some comments below and we can help some people out here get the ball rolling on their Instagram. So Sally, if you want to come off and introduce yourself, and then we'll get rolling.
Hi, thank you, Jamie. Hi, Carrie. It's so good to see everybody on this Zoom today. My name is Sally. I am been drinking ketones for over a year now, and I am 6 months today into being a Prove It promoter, a Prove It fanatic from the rooftops, screaming, loving promoter. So I am so excited to be hosting this call today with everybody. I am a registered nurse, and I am a mommy of 2 little small babies. And I'm really excited to be here with everybody. So thanks for hopping on. And I'm excited to talk about the social media platform and how to kind of boost your business forward using Instagram today. Thanks so much.
Awesome. All right, guys. So hopefully everybody has their cell phone in hand. Everybody show your phones. Let's see them. Make sure we're good to go. All right. Some of you guys are on your phone, so just take some notes and you can come back to this. So basically you're going to go ahead and you're going to open up the Instagram app. And if you just downloaded it, you will be getting the new version of it. If you haven't been on your Instagram in a while, you will see that it changed recently. They updated it. So when they did that to me, I was like, what are we doing? How do I add a post? But you got to stay with the updates to know what's going on. So basically what you're going to do is the first thing we're going to talk about is what you should post, algorithms, what they are, and a public versus private account. So if you open up your Instagram, you will be going into the settings and you can toggle over to see if you have your account set for public or private. There are pros and cons to both, but if you are utilizing Instagram to move the needle forward for your business, you are going to want to make sure you have a public account. That being said, you are going to want to make sure you go ahead and have your Instagram audited and make sure you've got what you want on there. So you want to make sure, it's not all Prove It, or you want to make sure it's nicely sprinkled in there. Make sure that your posts have a nice aesthetic to them. Sally's going to go more into these posts. And then we'll go into the algorithms as well, what to put on your post. And then we will go into the story. So Sally, if you want to go ahead and jump in about posts, and then I can fill in as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Jamie. So yeah, we're going to take this in 2 sections today. We're going to talk posts first, then we're going to talk about stories. So that's kind of how we're going to start this next half of the training. So posting, you want to make sure the first and foremost thing is, like Jamie was talking about, aesthetics. You want to make sure it looks good. You want to make sure it's pleasing to the eye. You can do that with filters. You can do that with fun phone filters. There's a ton of filters you can get. Also, another big thing is you want to make sure your posts is not 100% Prove It. You want it to be about 25% is what I remember Jamie reading to us on one of the other trainings. So think about it. 1 of every 4 times you post a post, you can have it be about Prove It. And that's why someone doesn't just log into your Instagram and see completely proven and be like, never mind. You become a lot more relatable when you've got pictures of your dog, your family, your friends, your children, what you're cooking, especially if you're following like a low carb or keto lifestyle to go along with drinking your ketones. So that's one of the things that I like to stress to people is do not make it look like Prove It vomited all over your Instagram. And that when someone looks at it, it looks pretty, it looks aesthetic. Another thing that I like to tell people too, a lot of my promoters is, you want to be relatable to people. We don't want to create an atmosphere, an environment when somebody logs into your social media where it's a lot of politically driven, a lot of like your opinion on certain aspects of what's going on in the world right now. So you want to post a lot of just what this world needs right now, let's face it, right? Positivity, hopeful, making sure you are that person that people go, I really want to see what she has to say today or he has to say today, not more so like, what side can I argue on this political platform or whatever. So I like to tell my promoters that as well, when creating a nice visual platform for yourself to be relatable and to also help grow your business with. So I think I hit a lot of what visually we would like to see. Jamie, did I forget anything on the visual sides before we go into the hashtags?
So I think what we can do is show people how to actually go in the app and make a post. So Sally's going to hold up her phone and she's going to go into Instagram, and then she's going to show you her cell phone. Okay, so up at the top, she's got that plus sign. You guys will go into your app and click on that plus sign. And then down at the bottom, it'll come up and it'll say, like, do you want to add a post or do you want to add a story? So you want to make sure that you're clicking on post for this specific option. And that's what's going to show up on the face of your Instagram. So if Sally goes into her post, she can post a video of herself right there. She's got it selected. And then she's going to hit, you can scroll through your camera roll. You can select whatever you'd like. She's going to hit next, which is up at the top right in blue. There we go. So when she's at this screen, she has the ability to choose a filter. So this is what she's talking about being aesthetically pleasing. So if, she wants to make it black and white, she can do that. If she wants to make it funky colored, she can do that. And basically once she chooses a filter, or once you guys choose a filter you're comfortable with, she's going to go ahead and click to the next screen again. And then this is going to go nicely into our conversation about hashtags and captioning. So what you would want to do here is you'd want to say a couple of words. So she just had a boomerang, which is that cool video you saw of Sally with her, I believe her cold brew, caramel cold brew. Is that what that was?
Caramel cold brew came yesterday and I broke my reboot fast this morning with it and it was amazing.
I love that. So she's doing her boomerang. So she's probably going to say something about what she just said. I just broke my 60-hour reboot with this amazing new flavor of Keto Pro, OS, whatever, right? And then she's going to start hashtagging things. So what she hashtags and the number of hashtags are important. So Sally's going to give you a little bit of a lesson of hashtags, and then I'll follow up. Take it away, Sal.
Okay. Thanks, Jamie. So hashtags are really cool when it comes to Instagram, and I'll tell you why. When you hashtag something, it goes to this page, and the page it goes to is the page of the hashtag. So for instance, if I hashtag the word ketosis along with that picture that I just had on, it's then going to send my picture to that page. So let's say Jamie comes on Instagram and she's thinking, gosh, I really want to start that keto diet. I really want to lose weight. I want fat. I need more energy. I'm going to hashtag that word and I'm just going to see what people are doing, what's coming up when I do that. So she comes on and she types in the word hashtag ketosis. And all of a sudden, there's my face with my little box doing this. And with the words, I just finished my 60-hour reboot and some cool things about it. And somebody reads that and they go, wow, what is that? So they click on maybe your name and then they start kind of seeing who you are. So this is a really good way when you're doing a picture on a post to generate some hashtags that are common. And I will tell you this, one of the words you kind of don't want to do is prove it. You want to kind of go around it, like ketones, ketosis, fat loss, energy, energized, all of the common things that we all know ketones do for us. Hashtag them, because any person who comes in and says, gosh, I want more energy, hashtag energy is going to start seeing maybe what I just posted. So that's a really cool way to get your posts onto other boards in Instagram. One of the things we just read when it comes to hashtags is you want to do up to 10, but no more than 10 hashtags with a post. Something happens to that algorithm once you go over 10 and it kind of will flush it out of the system. So 1 to 10 hashtags with a post is great.
Awesome, Sal. So Carrie brought up a great comment in the chat. He said you can actually follow hashtag pages on Instagram. That's so true. So if you guys are looking, if you're looking for new customers and not necessarily waiting for them to come to you, which is awesome, you can go to the page, click on someone's hashtag ketosis, or you can click on your own or type it in. It will bring you to a page and you have the opportunity to see people's recent posts or the top rated posts. So that again will go to the algorithm that Sally was talking about that we'll get into a little bit. So if you want to follow pages of hashtags, like one I follow is like farmhouse renovations, right? I'm redoing my house and I want to be in the know of who's renovating, what it looks like, what I need to know. That's what you want your customers to do. So people who are looking into the keto diet, being in ketosis, a state of ketosis, better energy, sleep, anything, mixed drink, you know, you might find some alcohol, but you might find some people who really need ketones on that hashtag as well. You never know. So you want to follow these hashtag pages and you want to start liking and generating this algorithm for yourself and following other accounts. Similar to Facebook, you don't want to get in the habit of liking every single Prove It person who shows up on your newsfeed. You want to expand your horizons. You want to add new people. And if you start liking their content, you're going to start getting this different algorithm. People will start seeing your public page if they start following the ketosis hashtag and you have it in your post, your page will show up on their newsfeed. That's amazing. Like, so awesome. And someone else just said something about a URL. Very good point. So you guys have the ability to have a bio for Instagram. So Sally, if you want to pull your Instagram up again, basically they give you, I think it's like 250 characters to say a little bit about yourself. You have the ability to upload a picture of yourself. You want to choose your Instagram handle name appropriately. So Sally is Mama Murvy. She's got a picture of her with her champ hat on. She's got her name, wife and mama to my amazing family. She's a NICU RN in there, ketone lover and dealer. Boom. And then she's got her link there. So unlike TikTok, Instagram allows you to put your link right in your bio. You don't have to hit 1,000 followers. You can just put it right there. So some tips for your bio is, as you saw, there's nothing about the word prove it, right, in Sally's bio. She has ketone dealer. So for someone who doesn't know what a ketone is, they're going to be like, she's a what? And a nurse? I'm intrigued. So you want to be witty or something that reflects you, your personality. Are you a wife? Are you a husband? Are you a dog mom? Are you a chicken mom? Are you a rescue advocate? What are you? Who are you? What defines you? Throw in a little tiny bit in there. So yes, Carrie, I'm a chicken mom. And you can, really intrigue people. So mine says something about follow my journey in ketosis to financial freedom and renovating my farmhouse. It's just anything like that to get people intrigued. So really good. Whoever dropped that in the comments, thank you so much for that. So as far as posting, are there any questions that you guys have specifically about posts? We'd love to answer those. If you want to start putting those in the chat, we are going to basically do a transition now into stories and how exciting stories are and what they can do to generate income for your business. Stories are amazing. They're my favorite tool to use. So if you guys want to start dropping some questions about the posts, while Sally transitions into the stories, I will go ahead and start answering some questions in the chat via chat while she goes into the stories.
Awesome. Thanks, Jamie. Stories are my favorite as well. And when you think about the rule for posting, like 25% of your posts prove it. However, stories you want every day. You want this a daily habit. It's like you're kind of like a commercial. You're running your own business. You want people to see your ads. They're very quick. And they can go from one ad to the next ad to the next ad. So when you think about it like this, the second you don't post a story for 2, 3, 4, 5 days, you're going to lose momentum. When people are constantly watching your stories daily is when people are then going to click, click, click. Oh, I keep seeing her do this every single day. Maybe I'll start reaching out. Again, I've been doing this for 6 months. I had 3 brand new people yesterday finally come to me and say, okay, I've seen this daily. What are you doing? Tell me what's going on. What is this stuff? So stories, in my opinion, are crucial. They are amazing. The first thing I'd like to say about stories is how we want to set them up. I call them bookends. You want to bookend your Prove It stories. So if you know bookends, here's my bookend here, here's my bookend here. My Prove It stuff's going to be right in the middle. So what I like to do is, my kids are hilarious. They're pretty crazy. I have a 2.5-year-old and a 3.5-year-old, and these girls are nuts. I like to do funny videos of them or pictures of them, and then my Prove It stuff. And then I like to bookend it with another picture or a funny video of my kids. So that's how I like to set mine up. It keeps people interested in moving forward through your stories, because they are like, oh, my gosh, that was so funny. And I'm laughing. And then I'm seeing a Prove It thing. And now I see her kids again. So I've kind of created this system to where it's not, again, Prove It's just throwing up all over my story. Another thing I like to do with my stories is, why don't we show you how to get to it on the Instagram app first while Jamie talks, and I'll hold my phone up.
Awesome. Great idea. So you're going to go back to that awesome plus sign that we talked about before. And that's where you have the ability to toggle from your post to your story. So it's the second one down. There are so many fun things you can do with stories, you guys. And Sally said something, I just want to reiterate how important it is. You need to post your stories daily. Like, you will absolutely get like a ton of people just every day following your consistency. Every single day, there should be a post about Prove It 100% of the time. And there are so many fun things that you can do. So Sally's going to show you a couple of fun things that come up for stories, and we'll walk through them as she posts to her stories, which is awesome. Yeah. So the first thing is a poll. Okay, your polls are going to be amazing. So there's like a specific generation like that really just kind of wants to like click on I need more information or tell me more. And you want to take your yes and no option that it gives you, and you want to change them both into a positive. So Sally's going to show you how to create a poll, and then how to change the yes and the no on the poll to be 2 positive options. So people clicking, you're going to start the conversation with them. So go ahead, Sal.
All right, cool. So while Jamie was talking, I just took a picture of myself. So I'm going to go backwards. So I took a picture of myself. Now it's going to show up down here. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to choose that picture that I just took. There's my picture now. Now, if I want to create a poll to go with this picture, I'm going to click up here at the top. There's a little cool square button up here. This square button is absolutely amazing. It's kind of like your workstation. It's going to allow you to do a @ sign, like if you want to mention somebody in your story. It's going to allow you to do hashtags. It's going to allow you to put music to that picture. So that all these cool, consider it kind of like a dashboard or a workboard. The poll feature is very easy. It says poll. I click on poll. Now it's going to ask me a question. Okay. Or it says, ask me a question. You can click on that and you can back out. You can basically, let's see what it'll do for me right now. So what you can do is you can click on, now I can go ahead and type, do you love ketones? Yay. Okay. Now, if I go ahead and take that yes, I can change that word yes to anything I want it to be just by clicking on it and getting my cursor to hover over the yes. You see how that was done? And now if I back out of it, I can say, oh, heck yeah, or that's right, or something that I would normally say. Now, again, what Jamie was just saying, that no button, 110% of the time, get rid of it. You want both of your options to be positive. A really good second positive you can do to generate brand new people are the words, tell me more, Sally. I need info. Yeah, I like that. Or send me more, tell me more, get me info. If you create yours to even, there's my crazy children. If you create those two toggles, yes, send, I love it, I can't wait, send me your link, or get rid of the no and type in send me info. A lot of times I just like to put, yes, this is great, and why would I be without it? Question mark or anything. So get really creative with these. People love doing polls. And let me tell you, when you get people voting on polls, again, it changes that algorithm, which I think is going to be a great segue into our next topic, unless Jamie has any more things about polls. But our next topic would be, oh gosh, where was I going with this? Jamie, any more on the polls that we haven't covered yet?
Yeah, so I love the polls for ketones, but then I love the polls for things that people really, really, really want to give you an opinion on. So whereas Sally and I talked about your posts should not get reactions out of people and shouldn't create this like this side or this side, you kind of want your non-prove it related posts to kind of make a lot of excitement. So for example, I don't have anything nearby, but I could say, do you prefer, what should I wear to date night? Hat or no hat? And then you can make your poll options say hat or no hat. And then you're going to have people who don't necessarily want to drink ketones yet voting and saying no hat, and they're going to feel very passionate about that. So I love making polls that are not necessarily related to ketones, or there's a question. So Sally, let's go back to that amazing dashboard and show everybody the other options they have to start getting more followers, which is what we can talk about next. So Sally has her dashboard up, and I believe there's something on there called questions. So there's a question. So this is open-ended, and this is an exciting feature that you can use for ketones or not for ketones. So you can do something that says for the question, ask me anything about being in ketosis. I'd love to answer. And now what this does is people who are maybe feeling hesitant to reach out to you, they're going to go ahead and type in and say, what are the negative effects of it? And then you're going to be prompted to have a private conversation. When they answer to your question, it's going to show up on the bottom of your Instagram that you have a notification. The best part about a question is that you have a couple of options. You can delete the response if you don't like it. You can go ahead and share that response. So now people who are going through your stories are like, oh my gosh, people are interacting with Sally's story. I'm missing out. I need to give her my opinion, right? Everybody loves to give their opinions. This is a great way to generate that. Or you can just share it back to them, have that private conversation with them. So you can definitely use the questions. You can add special effects, add text. Someone asked about hashtags, put the hashtags in your stories as well. You want to start getting out there and adding people. So go into those hashtags, go into your little magnifying glass, type the word in ketosis, type in weight loss journey, type in new year, new me, type in whatever you're feeling inspired by, and go over. The top rated posts are people who have already mastered their algorithm. So you're going to want to change that up, and you're going to want to go to like recent. So now you're going to see the most recent people with public accounts who are posting weight loss journey or posting new year, new me, right? You're going to, or I'm so tired. That might be a good one to start. And you can start following these people. Again, kind of just like basic prove it and promoter training. You will need to establish connections with people and build real, genuine relationships. Mom life, great one. Moms over 30, 2 under 2 mama, girl mama, boy mama, whatever. Go into what intrigues you. Fun fact, Sally and I have never met in real life. We actually met on a mom's group Facebook page. So it happens, y'all. But we built a relationship and went from there. And I got my first trial of ketones from hashtags on Instagram. Also a true story. Typed in keto diet, saw the packets, super intrigued. Here I am today, full circle. So we talked about the this or that post. We talked about the algorithms. We talked about all of this. So getting people to follow you. You want to start posting, post every day, build yourself a nice aesthetic looking post page, go out there, add a bunch of people. Yep, you can follow hashtags, Rachel. So basically when you click on ketosis, it's going to bring you to a page. Sally, if you want to go ahead and do that, there's an option that says follow. So anybody who starts posting with a public account that tags ketosis, they're going to start coming up on your newsfeed, and you can figure out if it's someone you want to follow or if it's someone that, you know, you just want to watch their journey alongside of yours. It's literally amazing. So here you go. So she just typed in ketosis. There's 5.3 million posts about ketosis. So right at the top, you'll see the words top and recent. So Sally, if you can point to those. So the top are the people, like I said, who have mastered the algorithm. They've got a ton of likes. They've got a ton of followers. You really want to hone in on the people who are recent. So you're going to find a bunch of people here who maybe don't have a ton of likes, but might be looking for help or looking for an accountability partner. Another good hashtag. Or anything like that. So right up at the top, Sally already hit it because now it says following, but the button is blue and it says follow, and you tap it. And now all of those posts are now going to show up on her feed. So she might start making relationships. Wanted to talk about the benefits of Instagram over Facebook very quickly. So Facebook, obviously, when people add you, they have to know a little bit about you, or they have to know your name, right? So basically Facebook, those are our friends. Those are our family members. They're our neighbors, they're our community members. Instagram can be strangers, and there's a beauty to that, right? So if y'all have TikTok, you can see where I'm going with this. But basically, Instagram can just be someone who, hey, I'm watching your journey. I've never met you in real life. I came across your hashtag. I'm interested. Give me more information. You want to hit MVP multiplier? You need 4 new people. Make it a goal every month to go into Instagram and get 2 of those new people from Instagram. Build those relationships. Build your friend list, go to the hashtags, follow that, change your algorithm, and make sure you consciously post every day. So one more thing, and I'll turn over to Sally if she has anything to add, and then we can open it up for about 10 minutes of questions. Is, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. Linking it to Facebook. That's what it was. You want to make sure you link your Instagram account to Facebook. So Sally already has hers linked up. But Sally, is there a way for you to go into your settings and show everybody how to do that?
Yes, I will try here.
Awesome. I believe it's under settings, and it says literally link to Facebook.
Correct. So if if I went back to the 3 little lines at the top, and I click the 3 little lines at the top, let me click it. Now this pops up here. If you go under settings, and I believe it's under privacy. Yeah, it's one of these. I'm so sorry. Oh, I believe it's under Accounts Center. You can link your Facebook through the Account Center of your Instagram. And when you post post a story, there is a button at the bottom that will say link to my Facebook story. So you're not doing the double work. You're doing it one time and it goes right to your Facebook. The same as posts as well. When you do a post, there is a section before you hit submit right underneath where you type, and it'll say link to Facebook post. And then you can click that as well. So that's a really great feature to cut down on time, energy saving, one and done, right?
Absolutely. So we're going to recap, and then we're going to answer some questions. So basically, we came on here to tell you guys about Instagram, how to download it, what the features are. There are 2 also amazing things that we don't have the opportunity to touch on now, but maybe we can do a secondary training. That is the Reels. So Reels are huge. They are blowing up. If you're someone who's great with TikTok, you can actually share your TikToks. You save them and then you upload them to the Reels. So maybe we can do a secondary one to talk about the amazing Reels right now. I see them blowing up all over Instagram, similar to TikTok. So that's kind of cool that Instagram absorbed that mentality of those short little movies. So basically, why Instagram is a great resource. It's quick. You're able to find people more broadly than you would on Facebook. You don't have to search by name. People you may know. That's kind of a weird algorithm. You might have your promoters as people you may know, and you're not really getting a different pot of people on Facebook as you would with Instagram. We talked about making posts, how to make posts, stories, all the different effects you can put on there, poll options, questions, music, following hashtag pages and how important that is. Making your life easy with using Instagram, 1 to 10 hashtags, making sure you're using smart hashtags. making a bio, adding your URL link, things like that. And then this or that post, using your poll with the stories, and really just making sure you're utilizing Instagram every day. So what I do is every day when I mix up ketones, that's my story. Every single day you will see me shaking up a bottle, shaking a packet, asking people, should I have strawberry peach today or should I have lime thyme? What a great poll option. You're going to have people say, I don't know what that stuff is, but lime sounds better than strawberry peach or whatever. And you leave it up there. And then, you can share your results from that poll the following day, which is something we forgot, but is also amazing. So let's go ahead and go to the chat. I will answer the chat. If you guys, again, we've got 7 minutes. So Carrie, if you want to unmute some people, if you guys have questions and want to raise your hand, Sally and I will try to answer to the best of our abilities while I'm in the chat answering people there. Sound good?
Jamie, I see a lot of people asking about, do you have a personal or a business Instagram?
Oh, gotcha. So I have a personal Instagram account. I feel that I caught the Instagram train very early on. I think I started back in 2011. I had no idea what I was doing. I have no captions. I have no hashtags. I have nothing. But I have just personal because I've had it for so long. I have a certain number of followers and I follow a lot of people. So it's just my personal. I don't have a business Instagram account. I think there's a thing with linking, and I think someone actually brought that up. I think people have issues linking their business accounts. So yes, I have a personal account. What other questions do we have? Oh, it looks like that's pretty much it. Awesome. Anybody want to come off mute and ask any questions?
Yeah, you can come off mute yourself, or there's like a little raise your hand option on your Zoom link, and then I can unmute you. Beth just asked in the chat, do poll buttons posted in IG remain active in Facebook story?
Yes.
I think polls do transfer over.
Yes.
Questions do not. Questions do not, but polls transfer over.
Polls do transfer over, and you will get a notification on both your social media platforms when you've got an answer or a response to those polls. That's a beautiful thing.
Oh, yes.
And then Jesse just asked, how do you switch from business to personal? Go in your settings. Just go in your settings. You'll see where it says like your account settings. Like it's just to follow the rabbit hole. And yeah. Brittany just asked, can you still post music to your story? I can't find that option. Brittany, your account's probably a business account because business accounts won't let you, right, Sally? But personal accounts will.
Yeah, I believe so. I just am so new to creating a business account literally within like the last 2 weeks. And I know that the way you toggle between them is that I click on my Mama Murphy is like my personal one up here. I click on that. My business one's going to come up down here and I can toggle between the two. So let's just do that and answer that question. I'll toggle over to my business account, which is Ketone Sal. I'll click on that. Of course, I only have one post up right now. I have not really gotten started going this, but let's do that. The question was, Carrie, can you add music to a business account, correct?
Yep. Well, there's in the comments or in the chat box, Jennifer says she can. It might be an update thing. So who knows? But right. Sally's gonna find out right now in her business.
I did it right now. I just uploaded a picture and I'm trying to see if you can add music to it. And I'm not seeing a music button on it. I'm seeing polls, I'm seeing questions, hashtags, GIFs, the location. I am not seeing the music button for the business account.
All right. Anybody else?
And if it's okay, ladies, this one, since we're on this conversation right now, like this is your business, right? Like each and every single one of us, this is your individual business. This Prove It is a part of you. And there's magic. Like I've been pushing towards 7,000 followers on Instagram for, it seems like forever at this point. And I still have a personal page because it's part of me. Like my Instagram is an extension of who I am, who I decided who I am and how I want the world to see me. Now I'm a hot mess express in real life and online. Like there's like whoever you see me as, like that's like Lori knows. Lori and I have slept in the same hotel room before. And it's just a part of who you are, right? So to try to finagle it, like if you watch Jamie's, and I haven't watched Sally's all that much, but if you watch that, like it's extensions of who they are. That's what they're talking about here. There's no tricks. There's no nothing. It's consistency. And think about it. If you walk into a room, a bar or a restaurant or a networking event, and you want to go know those people, that's all a hashtag is. A hashtag is just a convention room with 300 people in it, right? Except it has 3 million people in it because that's how many posts are on there. And if you want to talk to those people, you walk up and talk to them. You want to know half of them. So I just got all fired up. I'm a little bit preachy right now. Just like, go, like, if you want more people to see your stuff, you want to interact with more people, you go interact with more people. Quit waiting for the fish to jump out of the water and throw your line in the freaking ocean and put some bait on it, y'all. Like, let's party. Come on.
Love it. We got Joan raising her hand. Joan, you want to come off mute?
And we have another person, Brenda, asking to unmute. So let's go Joan and then Brenda.
I have a question for you. It's about the cute Instagram names. Like, just for example, the keto dad, the keto mom, the whatever. Why can't we use, I mean, shouldn't we be using our real names if that's our brand, or should we be using a cute name?
So that's a really good question. Similar to what Carrie just said, you want it to reflect you. So if you are just starting your Instagram and you want it to be you plus ketones, you can absolutely do that. Sally's main Instagram is Mama Murvy, right? She's a mom. Her business account is Ketone Sal. So she's got that differentiation between the two. My Instagram handle is Jamie Hill 27. So it's my name and a number. It's super easy. So I think it depends. I do see a lot of people who just have their names. So they just have like the name the in front of it, or they have their first initial, their last name, and a couple of numbers. So that's definitely up to you and what your preference is for what you want your page to attract.
Does it attract if you have a cuter, catchier name, or is, like, I've done business for 40 years. My name has always been Joan Hoig in everything. I don't use, whatever I'm selling as my business. So it's like, I'm just still questioning if that's an advantage to do that, because people change names, it's like all of a sudden somebody just turned from farm wife to Mary Pat, real name. So I'm going, what's going on here?
Right. What's nice about Instagram, Joan, is, I'll take this one, is that you can change your name at any time. I wasn't Mama Murvy before I had kids. I can't even remember what I was. But what's nice is you can change that top name and people will still know who you are. It's basically the content of what you're putting out there. If you want to have it flashy, like Ketone Joan, or then by all means, do something fun like that. What's nice is, going back to what Carrie said, is it's your business and you can change it up when you like it and play with it. See what works for you. I think Brenda wanted to come off and ask a question. No, I'm sorry. I was hovering over her name. I'm sorry, Brenda.
Awesome. So we'll take one more and then we are going to wrap this up. So Tiffany's asking, since my Instagram is a lot of personal, would it be best to make a new? So that really depends on your level of personal. So if you have a lot of personal things on your Instagram that might offend people, or it might entice just one specific group of people, and you have a million posts, you might be better off starting fresh. Or if you only have like 4 or 5 posts that you're like, you know what, this might upset people or get a rise out of people, go ahead and delete them and just put up a ketone post and then start those stories every day. I highly encourage you guys to start those stories tomorrow or tonight of you drinking ketones, even if you have nothing in your shaker, just a cute little boomerang, like, and people are going to be like, what's going on? They're going to want to know what's in your shaker cup. So that's a great way to start. Looks like Andrea has a question, and then I think we do have to wrap this up. Hey, Andrea.
Hello. Sal, I actually think you said this, but my daughter just hopped off a piano at the moment. When you were saying about linking your Facebook or your Instagram to the Facebook, I got how to do it. However, do you want to, there was 2 options. You could link it to your stories or to your regular post. Is it better off to link them to your stories?
So when you're doing a story, you can link it to your stories. When you're doing a post, I think you can link it to both. There's a lot of options just to look through. And Carrie, you wanted to say something real quick too, right?
Yeah, you can definitely link your posts over, but the thing about linking Instagram posts to Facebook is then it posts only to your friends on Facebook, so you have to go change the privacy, which social media doesn't like it when you mess around with privacy settings after a post is up. It goes, oh well, it's just it doesn't like it lowers the interaction for whatever reason. But also, I had to jump on here and say, do not delete any posts, like Jamie, because there's an option in Instagram to archive posts, just like on TikTok, just like on Facebook. On Facebook, it's called Only Me, so only you see it. On Instagram, it's called Archive, and TikTok, it's Privacy Only Me. Social media doesn't like the removal of content because it makes it wonky. So just hit archive. Like I have X's from years and years past in my archive folder because it's like I don't want to delete them. And those are good memories or whatever, and just other stuff too that didn't serve, right? And so archive your posts. So Tiffany, you can archive, and Brenda, Andrea, sorry for jumping in there, but hope that answered your question.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Carrie. Someone asked about a boomerang. That's the last thing I want to cover, and then let's hop off. Boomerangs are amazing. So Carrie, Sally, whoever, if you have your Instagram up, can you show somebody where the boomerang option is? They're the cute little videos you see of people doing this, and then it kind of plays it forwards and plays it backwards. It's like a 2 or 3 second quick little video. You can add your polls right on top, music right on top, although you're only going to get like 3 seconds. Cute little effects, whatever to that. So like you shaking up your ketones, that's all it's going to post for you is you doing that over and over again. So Carrie's doing one now. Awesome. Cool. And he can share that straight to his story, which is great. So cool. All right, guys. And there's a Boomerang app. Yep. Or you can do it straight from the site. So I hope you guys learned stuff, and I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your evening or afternoon, wherever you're located. Carrie, thanks so much for hosting this for us. Awesome. Great. See you guys.
Thank you, Carrie.
Have a great night, everybody. Now go take one thing from this and go apply it right now, and then do that every day for the rest of your life. And let's go prove it. See you guys.
Y'all too. Thank